5 pair of wise dice, then a 10 to this heaven slice of an angel wrapped in skin. Throw dice and woes of life. Love deprived, look at her vibe. What's the meaning of life? One subjective paradise, crystal chandeliers, motives reflected. Often mirrors appear quick, running from ear to ear. Craving and raving and rain, rekindle the flame. Closer she draws near, stay there. Remove your underwear, shove it somewhere over there. In paradise, we know our purpose. In paradise, we know what our worth is. In paradise, we manifest dreams. In paradise, truth is what you conceive.
Boom. Hello, everybody, and welcome to this edition of the Unpopular Hour. Of course, I'm your host, Matt Clark, and today we're coming to you from the Santa Fe Family Life Center, SFFLC. We're located at 6300 North Santa Fe Boulevard, or Street, whichever one it is. You can contact them at 405-840-1817. We have fitness and memberships available. Starting at $34.99. And the thing that I like about it, and people talk about all the time, the thing that they like about coming here is that there's always machines available. There's not, overcrowded where you walk in, you can't find machines, you can't find weights, you can't do this or that. So come on over to Santa Fe Family Life Center, 6300 North Santa Fe. We also have adaptive memberships that we do for guys in wheelchairs. And in fact, we're doing a huge fundraiser coming up, and I'm going to be letting you guys know about that. So that'll be coming up soon. And then, of course, the Sooner Cager Classic, the 16th annual Sooner Cager Classic is going to be that first weekend in May. So by all means, please come check it out. You can contact Gary at sfflc.com, or you can just call him at 405. What is his number? I don't even know Gary's. That's sad. I call him so much. That's the only thing bad about having cell phones these days is that you don't know people's phone numbers anymore. Back in the day when you didn't have them stored, you had to remember everybody's number. So anyway, you can contact Gary at 405-476-5072. That's 405-476-5072. You can contact him that way. Or, like I said, Gary at SFFLC to sign up, and he does have spaces available for teams. So please, by all means, go ahead and hit Gary up and sign up, because it is a fantastic tournament. Back when I coached my teams, we played in it every year. So it's very competitive, and it's just a good time, and multiple locations. So anyway, by all means, go ahead and hit Gary up. Now, that being said, we had a bunch of action last night in the NBA and in hockey. I think we're going to be joined by my guy Ben Dillman, High Stick Harry, at some point today. Drew, head throwing of HuskerDrewPicks.com, did not send us any picks today because he's enjoying himself with his lovely wife in Mexico. So we won't see Drew or hear back from Drew for a while. So I think he'll be on Friday. I think he gets back today or tomorrow. I can't remember exactly when he gets back. But anyway, he'll be back, and he can be on, and we'll be in full swing talking about the NBA and what's happening with that. So speaking of NBA news, Draymond Green was suspended for one game for stepping on Sabonis. And, Stephen A. Smith and a couple of these guys were like trying to say that, it's just, dude, you can't do what he did and then come off the you're doing, they throw you out, and you're lifting your arms up, like, inciting the crowd or whatever, with the commissioner in attendance. Okay? Draymond, but that's Draymond. Him going from nobody to somebody to think that he's somebody is just ridiculous on the things that he does. And, now let's talk about one thing. The Warriors would not be the Warriors without Draymond. So let's just go ahead and throw that out there. That's true. They probably would not have had their championship. Well, with Kevin Durant, those two, if without Kevin Durant, they're not going to win those two. So let's do that. So they would not have the other championships that they have if it wasn't for Draymond. So let's go ahead and just throw that out there and make that a fact, because he is the guy that does everything. But like I said, he got into beefs with Kevin Durant to run Kevin Durant off because he was no longer part of the big three, him, Clay, and Steph. And then all of a sudden, Poole is coming along, not Steph, Poole and Clay, and not him. And then what does he do? He punches Poole. And I told everybody, I go, dude, that is a huge thing. Everybody goes, oh man, that's not a big deal. I'm like, dude, you can't sucker punch your teammate in the in practice. You can't do it. Now, Steve Kerr was more upset that it got out, but the bottom line is that it ruined their team for this year. And why are you so bad on the road and so good at home? Well, at home you don't have to see each other. You go into the locker room and you warm up or whatever, that's all you see. But on the road, you got to be on the plane together. You got to be in a bus together. You have to be in the hotel rooms basically in the same areas together. You have to eat together. So you have all these different things that you do together on the road that you do not have to do at home. So I believe that fractured the locker room between the old heads and the new heads. So now the question is, what do you do with Draymond? Do you give Draymond that huge contract that he wants at 35 years old or 30, whatever you're, 34, 35, and he gives you intangibles? Let's face it. Scoring, no, but he will make the passes and do a thing. He's an extremely smart basketball player, no question about that. But he did have the benefit of being in the right situation, and that's what it takes sometimes for some Hall of Famers to be in the right situation. Or for those guys who normally would not be Hall of Famers, but put themselves in the right situation to be Hall of Famers. So let's put it like that. Let's do it like that. Now, John Morant is listed as questionable tonight for Game 2 against the Lakers. That is a huge thing for them. I don't know. But if you have a hand injury, that's just kind of hard to come back from. And I don't think Ja is the toughest mentally. He's not a Kobe where he's just a killer and he's just mentally tough. And you have a broken finger and you play the whole year with it and still average 28, 30 points a game. It's just insane. But, that is Kobe. His mental toughness was ridiculous. And like Jordan, like Patrick Mahomes, those guys, they just think differently. They're wired differently. They act differently. They are just different. So anyway, I don't know if Ja's going to play tonight, but the whole thing is that Dylan Brooks, he's been running his mouth. He's going to have to step up and have a big game, or the Lakers are going to bust him 2-0, and then they're going to be in trouble. Russell Westbrook's incident is being investigated by the NBA, and Ben and I talked about that a little bit yesterday. I just think he's a punk. I mean, I know the Oklahoma City fans love him. I don't understand it. I don't get it. I don't know why you do. You think he saved over Oklahoma City by staying here. The only reason why he was in Oklahoma City is because, you need something, Gary? Yeah, I did it. Yeah, I put it on there. But anyway, the only reason why he stayed in Oklahoma City because nobody wanted him. And now you see that he couldn't get traded. Nobody wanted him. He ended up getting traded, getting bought out, and then now he's with the Clippers. And he is playing well. But it's Russell. He threw the ball away a couple times at the end of the game, and he makes dumb turnovers. That's just who he is. That's why I say I like to play Russell until the last 3 minutes of the game, 2-3 minutes, then sit down, because he is going to cost you a game. Now, let's face it, game one, he made a huge block and then slapped it off the leg of Devin Booker. And I don't even know why Booker was driving to the basket anyway. What the hell are you doing, that little soft left-hand layup anyway? I don't even know what he was doing, and Russell blocked it. So, anyway, the NBA is going back to investigate that. And I just don't think, Russell, you don't go, even though fans are going to be fans, they can say whatever they want. And if he's in the suite down there, why are you coming in there with your shirt rolled up, grabbing your crotch in front of some little kid like you a big man? Oh, and it's all it is a dominance thing. That's why he was grabbing his crotch. It's a dominance thing. Look at me. He's a punk. And I've never liked him, and I just don't, It's just funny that more and more people came around to my way of thinking, and it's just like, I forget who the guy was on TV, and he was talking about Russell. The reason why Russell is who he is because the Oklahoma City Thunder allowed him to be. Second thing is, people, if it wasn't for Kevin Durant, Russell would have, his weaknesses and all the things he had would have shown. But because Kevin Durant could cover up a multitude of sins created by that man, and that's one of the reasons why Kevin Durant left, he knew he wasn't going to be able to win a championship with the guy. So I'm just not a fan, clearly, but I'm not going to harp on it and get into it because I'm not necessarily the best person to talk to about that because I'm not a fan of his. And, but like I said, everything I said about him has come true, and people are finally, after all this time, realizing that what I said was right about the guy the whole time. So, and I wasn't trying to be mean or anything, but it is what it is. And, of course, the NBA scores last night, The Knicks lost to the Cavs 107-90, which was expected. The Celtics beat the Hawks to go up 2-0 in that. And the Clippers lost to the Suns, but of course the Clippers got what they wanted. They got to come in and they got to get a split, which is all they wanted. I mean, that's all they wanted is to come in and get a split. I mean, that's all you want. You want to come in and get a split, and you want to move on. Because if you can go in and you can get your split, that's all it takes for you to get the advantage. And right now they do have the advantage by doing that. So let me see. Do I have that in here? I don't think I have. I have the hockey standings, but I do not have the NBA standings here in my deal. But anyway, the Cavs are now split 1-1 with the Knicks. The Celtics are up 2-0, and the Suns are 1-1. In the NBA games today, the Lakers and the Grizzlies. The Lakers are up 1-0 over the Grizz. The Heat and the Bucks. We don't know if Giannis is going to play tonight. That's a huge, huge thing, whether Giannis is going to play. And we already talked about Ja. And then Giannis is going to try to warm up, and they're going to see how he felt. I don't know if y'all saw that nasty fall that he had in Game 1, so they don't know if he's going to play. The T-Wolves and the Nuggets, I think the Nuggets are going to go up 2-0 on them tonight and just probably close that out. And the problem with what that is for Phoenix is that Phoenix is going to be in a dogfight, and because they shot 60% in order to win last night. And you shooting 60% to win a ball game. Kevin Durant played 40 minutes, Booker played 40 minutes, and that's back-to-back games they had 40 minutes. So those guys are going 40 minutes just to be able to win a game, and they're going to have some bench production because I don't think they can go in and shoot 60% and beat the Clippers. They're going to be lucky if they get out of the Clippers, away from the Clippers 2-2. More than likely to be 3-1, which the Clippers are hoping because then they get Paul George back for the second-round game against the Nuggets, because the Nuggets are probably going to sweep the T-Wolves, or at least a gentleman's sweep 4-1 to get away with that. So, man, I tell you what, it's going to be exciting. I'm so excited because, like, last night we went to 74, which has been 73, if you know what I'm talking about, being 73 on 73rd and Northwestern. Bo and Hunan, and opened up, along with Ross Crane, they opened up a bar or a restaurant behind it on 74th and Classen called 74. Went in there last night myself and Kat, with me, Catherine Ann owns Kat's Tavern, and Jeff Blything, Phoenix Restorations. Anyway, we all went there for dinner last night, the soft opening, and I can just tell you right now, it is absolutely fantastic. Loved it, enjoyed it. In fact, we're going to do a live stream, if not next Thursday, maybe the Thursday after, where we can sit on. Love their patio. It's on the east side, so you don't have to worry about being in the sun. It's on the other side of the cover. They've got a nice little grassy area for little kids to play in. There was kids playing out there last night. It's kid-friendly. They have a nice little bar set up outside where you can raise the garage door open, get your bars and everything separate, which I'm assuming that the bar will stay open later after the restaurant closes. That's what I'm assuming, is that you can go do that. But anyway, great location, fantastic food. I had the turkey steak that was just absolutely lovely with mashed potatoes and asparagus. And then Kat had, what did she have? She had the roast beef with the gravy and French fries that were just, the fries were yum, yum, yum. Bo is unbelievable. Chef Bo is unbelievable. And then Jeff had the pizza, and I think it had mushrooms on it, and I think it was just a mushroom pizza. And it was really, really good as well. But it was my least favorite of the three things, and my favorite clearly was the turkey steak. That was just fantastic. So I cannot wait. Next week they're going to be open, and so I can't wait to go in there and actually try out some other things on the menu. Now, we did not get the dessert last night, so we did not get the dessert last night, so that was a fail, epic fail by us, because I wanted to get a dessert to kind of see which one I get. And I very rarely eat desserts. When I get them, I just don't. I like brandy ices are more like my favorite desserts and what I get. So I love a nice brandy ice for that. So I'm excited about 74. And please go back and check them out. They're on 74th and Classen. You can't miss it. They'll be open. I believe he's opening up Monday. I think is when he said they're going to open up Monday or Tuesday next week. So by all means, go in and check it out. It's worth it. And you know me, I love food. And if it's not good food, I'll tell you if it's not good food. If it's good food, I'm going to tell you it's good food. And it was fantastic. thoroughly enjoyed everything about it last night. So it was delicious. So please, by all means, go by and do that. So now I was hoping that my guy Ben Dillman was going to jump on High Stick Harry so that we could talk a little bit about so we can talk a little bit about hockey because there was some great hockey last night. I mean, great hockey last night. And then, of course, did I fail to mention? Oh, that's right. OSU beat OU in baseball yesterday. Yeah, we watched that too, 19-7. Go Pokes. Pistols firing. Pistols firing. Yes, we are. We're firing those pistols. Ooh, y'all thought I was going to let that slide, didn't you? Negatory. Got it. Anyway, in NHL standings, let me see, where are my NHL standings? Here are the playoff standings right now as they stand. Well, I guess these aren't even updated. I didn't even update these. I needed to update these. These aren't even updated. Matt, what are you doing? These are yesterday's. Yeah, the Hurricanes 1-0 over the Islanders. Bruins are 1-0. Rangers, these are updated. Rangers 1-0. Lightning up 1-0. The Wild are 1-0 on my Stars. They play tonight, so I'm excited about that. Seeing that. The Kings up 1-0. The Oilers, talking about the Oilers blowing it. They blew a huge game. Jets and G-Knights. The Jets came in and Winnipeg went in there and took one from the Knights. The Kraken and the Avalanche. The Avalanche are going to have to step up or they could be in a lot of trouble. The last thing you want to do is be down 0-2 after playing 2 games at home. That is not something that you want to do for sure. But anyway, in hockey scores yesterday, I don't see Ben. I guess he's not coming on today. In hockey scores yesterday, you had the Rangers, of course, beating the Devils, going up, so they're up, have a 1-0 lead. The Lightning smashed the Leafs 7-3. Man, talking about point night that was. Man, I know. We watched it last night, and they were just scoring at will. I mean, I think they scored in the first minute or something like that, or 2 minutes. It was ridiculous. I looked up, I was like, wait a minute, have they scored already in the first deal? So we were watching that going, man. Jets took care of the Golden Knights 5-1, smashed them another point night. The Kraken took care of the Avalanche 3-1 yesterday. So, and then, of course, in games tonight, there's going to be some interesting games. I wish Ben was going to come on so he could talk more about the games and what was happening with that. But let me see, where is it? Oh, man. Here we go. Here's the games today. Okay, Islanders. I really need to go in and get my stream deck done at Collaborative Logic. I really need to do that. You have the Islanders and the Hurricanes tonight. The Hurricanes looking to even it up 1-1. The Panthers and the Bruins today. The Bruins looking to just put them away. I think it's like Ben and I talked about yesterday, it's probably going to be a 4-1 gentleman's sweep. That's kind of what we both feel. The Bruins taking care of the Panthers. The Wild and my Stars got to win tonight. And it was a great double overtime game the other night, but my Stars have got to even the series out 1-1 and then go to Minnesota and get one, which is absolutely going to be an uphill battle for them. The Kings and the Oilers. The Kings are up 1-0. The Oilers blew a perfect deal they were up, and they just, I don't know what happened. They just forgot how to play hockey, it seemed like. I mean, I don't know how else to actually say it, but that seems like that's exactly what happened to the Oilers. And the Kings, of course, took game 1 from them, as they have the last few series. And the Oilers have got to step back up, and they probably will. But anyway, I will take this opportunity to thank my sponsors. Collaborative Logic, like I said, as I said earlier, I need to take my computer in and my stream deck for them to be able to push buttons, so I'm not scrolling down figuring out what screen to pop up. I can just hit a button, and that screen will pop up. So I need to do that. If you have any computer needs or any software or things to be written, they are the people to talk to over there. They can do all. They can sell, they can write, they can develop, whatever you need. That's what they do over Collaborative Logic. And my guy Russell Williford, or you can call Brendan. Brendan, he's over there. He does fantastic. That's the guy who does all my stuff for me. SRB, if you have any engineering, surveying, or planning, holler at my guy Mark Long. And I think Mark is up in Tulsa today with our guy William Tisdale. I believe that's where he's at today. And our guy Fred Jones, he's up there with them today. So they're having fun up in T-Town without me. Thanks, Mark, and I appreciate y'all. And William. I need to go up there, in fact, and see those guys. Oak Grove Trucking and my guy Jose Fierro. If you have any needs for any dirt or rocks to be moved, he is the man for that. Greg and Max Nafee, appreciate them as always for all their support. Of course, Greg and Lisa are in Naples right now at their place down there enjoying the beautiful Florida weather and enjoying their time down in Naples. And then last but not least, Y&B, family owned and operated since 1912. They are the bank that makes things happen. They're an equal housing lender, a member of the FDIC. And they're also a sponsor for us to go out to minority women and black-owned businesses in the Oklahoma City area. Yesterday we were at George's Happy Hog, and without their sponsorship, we would not be able to do that. And then, of course, we were at Cats doing the After the Storm, the Thunder post-game analysis live streams, and they sponsored us for that. So you can pre-qualify online at www.ynbok.com. That's www.ynbok.com. Or you can go in and see them because they are a personable bank, and you can go in and see them at the main bank at 401 Elm in downtown Yukon, YNB East, which is on Yukon and the Yukon Parkway, which is just about 2 miles east of the main bank in downtown, right across the railroad tracks, right by the big, huge Yukon flour mill. YNB Mustang, of course, is in Mustang 218 North Mustang Road there in the great city of Mustang. YNB Parkway, which is on I-40 and Garth Brooks Boulevard, right there in front of the hospital. Cannot miss it. And then the bank I always go to is YNB People. Going to see my boy Eddie over there on 23rd Street between Rockwell and MacArthur. Cannot miss it. Anyway, great bank. If you guys want to go in there and check those people out, you should, because they are fantastic. And then, of course, we are today at Santa Fe Family Life Center, located at 6300 North Santa Fe. You can contact them for more information at 405-840-1817. They do have fitness memberships starting at $34.99. Then, of course, we do have adaptive memberships as well for people in wheelchairs, and we do a lot of stuff with wheelchairs. And we have a wheelchair workshop. We have the Push Club every Wednesday where we help people, the kids, can come in and get worked out. And in fact, like I said, we got a huge fundraiser that we got coming up pretty soon that we'll be telling you guys about. And then last but not least, the Cager Classic. The first weekend in May, Gary always does this. He does a fantastic job with the Cager Classic. Now, if you want to come in and get into a competitive tournament, like it's the 16th annual, so it has been, is that right? Yeah, so it's a great tournament, and by all means, you need to come in and check it out because it is fantastic. Great competition. You got the refs. You got a great facility here at Santa Fe, and then of course, I'm sure he's going to probably be over at Solid Rock and the Hive, and possibly the Oklahoma Athletic Center. I'm assuming, but anyway, hey, he's got teams are ready. You can go ahead and sign up, and you can contact Gary at 405-476-5072. That's 476-5072, area code 405. Or you can just email him at Gary@SFFLC, which is Santa Fe Family Life Center. That's Gary@SFFLC.com. You can hit him up there, but it's probably easier if you just call him on his cell phone number. And that's 405-476-5072. So you can contact him there. But anyway, love these guys over here and appreciate everything they do for us. And of course, we have pickleball and different things like that if you want to play pickleball. Usually Monday and Wednesdays and Fridays are the biggest days for pickleball. But of course, I got here a little late today, and they're all gone because they're usually, all those little people, they're usually playing right now. So anyway, we got away with that. So that being said, I hope everybody has a fantastic day. Enjoy your Wednesday. I wish we could get some rain because my sinuses are it's just insane. I'm over it, and I wish we could get this done and get it finished because I'm tired of this weather. So get some rain so we can kind of clear out everything, and plus they just put some stuff down in my yard. So please, rain, come down so they can melt in and get that done. That being said, hey, everybody have a fantastic day. Enjoy yourself.